Yo, yo. Haven't been here in a little minute now, boy. Haven't been here in a little minute. We gonna snap back how we snap back, though, all in a day's work. Dr. Chocolate, what it do? Haven't been on this here YouTubery, but I'm back like cook crack, you hear me? Appreciate you. All in a day's work. Good day. Oh, appreciate you for the laughing disco, Miss Ma'am. Super. Indeed. Hope you're doing well out there. I'll be tapping in. I've been, valleys, hills and valleys, all in a day's work. Miss Sandra, good evening. Hope you're doing well out there. Good to see you. Always. Blessings on blessings. Tonight, we got the interrogation room going on. We got some shifty shapeshifters out there. And y'all know the vibes. It's gonna be some good juicy stuff going on. Got some crazy deranged criminals out there. And well, I'm gonna say crazy and deranged suspects out there, So we're gonna lock in and get that thing moving and motivating. Hopefully everybody's doing blessed out there and everybody's well. Of course. Might be a little slow show tonight. We got to jump back into this algorithm and get everything back pumping. So y'all gonna see me every day, all day. I appreciate y'all for tapping in with the boy. And without any further ado, we gonna jump right into it. Let's go.
We're here. Who's this down here?
Hey, who are you?
Is that your dad?
What happened?
What happened?
Lying on the floor is 20-year-old Alex Jackson. Police have no idea that just 30 minutes earlier, he murdered his entire family.
Third victim?
Yeah.
115, we have 3 victims. Start us at least 3 ambulances.
Fourth victim.
So we had triple homicide?
Yeah.
Alex thinks he's gotten away with it, because what they're seeing right now is exactly what he planned for months. But almost immediately, detectives realize that something about this crime scene feels off. And with no clear proof, yet, they can't just arrest him.
Nobody entered or knocked your house, okay? So the person that hurt your family was inside your home. Okay.
However, in the weeks that follow, investigators will do everything in their power to find the damning evidence, press Alex for answers, and uncover the horrifying truth of what really happened that day. And the dark secret buried inside the Jackson family.
Yes, Sandra.
It all began on the morning of Tuesday, June 15th, 2021, when Cedar Rapids police received a frantic 911 call from 20-year-old Alexander Jackson, claiming that an intruder had broken into his home and shot his father.
Okay, what's going on?
Someone broke in.
Okay.
I've been shot.
You've been shot?
My dad's been shot.
Okay, hold on just a second. Are they still there?
No, they left.
They left?
What?
Did they come inside the house? Okay,
Yes.
where were you shot at?
Downstairs.
No, on your body. On your body, where have you been shot?
he said downstairs. What?
I'm sorry, where?
Left foot.
In your
Left
foot?
foot.
Okay, how old are you?
20?
How old are you?
20.
20. Okay. I've got help coming. Just stay on the line with me, okay? Do you know who it was that broke in?
What was that?
Do you know who broke in?
No.
Okay. Did you get a look at them?
No.
Could you tell if it was a man or a woman?
Man.
With a population of about 138,000, Cedar Rapids has its fair share of trouble. Property crimes, break-ins, but violent crimes are very rare. So, when dispatch reported a family shooting in Oak Leaf Court Northeast, one of the city's quietest neighborhoods, it immediately raised eyebrows. As Alex waited for help, the operator kept him talking. And then he said something quite unusual.
Do you remember remember what color shirt or what color hair this guy had? Anything about him?
Black?
You think it was a black male or a black shirt?
Black. What?
Both?
Just you and your sister in the house, right? Alex, do you have any weapons downstairs? Any guns, knives, anything like that?
No, but there's a
No.
gun on the floor.
There is. That's not yours.
It's ours, but we got shot by it.
So he took your gun and shot you?
Yes.
Officers surrounded
Yeah, he's not a good actor, y'all. Not at all. Not at all. At all.
the house, unsure of what they were walking into. From the outside, everything looked perfectly normal.
Police department! Where are you at? What's that?
We got contact with one subject in the house. Talking to him. All right, wait on the floor right there.
You down here?
Okay, so there's a subject down.
This all needs to be cleared out, though. We got a door here. Who's this down here?
Hey, who are you?
Is that your dad?
What happened?
What happened?
Got them wolf.
There was a man.
Who shot your
Who else is here?
My sister.
She's in the back?
Yeah, she's in her room.
Is she okay?
I think so.
What's her name?
I don't know, y'all. He just said we all were shot. He just said we're all shot. Now, how would he know if his sister's okay or not, or know anything of that nature if he's been laying on that floor to know any facts at all? So I think he's trying to push out a narrative to make it seem like he needs some type of sympathy, you know?
Sabrina? Sabrina? Is that a room right there?
Yeah.
Sabrina! Is there anybody behind us?
I got that.
Sabrina! Hey! You're at police!
Hey, oh. Police department! Sound off if you're here! Sorry.
Third victim.
Smells real fishy, Sandra. Smells real fishy.
Alex's 19-year-old sister, Sabrina, was indeed in her room, just as he said. But she wasn't alive. Detectives found her lying motionless in bed, shot in the chest and face as she slept.
Chest and face. Lord.
Teenager, maybe. Yeah. There's pictures of her upstairs.
Upstairs in the master bedroom was Melissa Jackson, Alex's mother, killed by 2 bullets to the head. In the basement lay Jan, shot 5 times, 2 of those to the head. That's when officers realized that this wasn't a burglary gone wrong. It was a triple homicide, deliberate and merciless. Jan, Melissa, and Sabrina Jackson all executed in their own home. The killer had made sure that none of them would live to tell the story. Officers had arrived expecting a prank. Instead, they had walked into a massacre. And as detectives worked up...
So everybody in the house was brutally murdered, right? Okay. And this young man is the only one that got shot in the foot. So everybody else got shot in the chest, head, everywhere else of that nature, but he was the only one to get shot in his foot. What? Something's fishy definitely going on, Sandra.
understand what exactly had happened, not everything seemed to add up. The Jacksons were the kind of family that no one ever expects to see in a headline like this. 61-year-old Jan and 68-year-old Melissa Jackson lived a quiet, ordinary life, the kind that didn't draw attention. The hard-working couple had moved from Oregon to Cedar Rapids about 10 years earlier, chasing stability and a better future for their 2 kids. Their daughter, 19-year-old Sabrina, and son, 20-year-old Alexander, had both graduated from Kennedy High School and were now students at the University of Iowa. They were the ideal close-knit family. Weekend game nights, family trips, laughter echoing through their home. But on that summer morning in 2021, that picture-perfect life was shattered forever. That hot summer morning, Alex said that he had been sleeping out on the sun porch with his dog when he suddenly heard gunshots echoing from inside the house. Rushing in, he claimed that he saw a gunman standing over his father moments after pulling the trigger. The former Eagle Scout said that he lunged at the intruder, tackling him to the ground in a struggle for the gun. In the chaos, the weapon went off, sending a bullet through Alex's foot. According to him, the assailant fled right after the shot. Wounded and panicked, Alex crawled into his bedroom, grabbed his phone, and dialed 911.
What's your name?
Oh, man. I'm not sure what's going on with little Alex here, you know? At all. Sandra says, I found out the hard way about what I thought was my family. Yeah, indeed. But, you know, it's just blood related. You don't want to, you know, consider them to even be family at this point. It's just blood relation, if you know what I mean.
Alex.
Yeah.
Alex, what happened?
There was a man?
What man?
A tall man?
A man? A tall
Okay.
man?
How old are you?
He's 20?
Hey, leave that alone. Leave it right there.
Detectives had a lot of questions. What was the motive? Was this a robbery gone wrong? A targeted hit?
He sounds
Or
like
something
he
else
doesn't even
entirely?
believe what he's saying.
Because the scene told a completely different story from the one that Alex was telling. When investigators swept through the home, they noticed something strange. For a place where 3 people had just been murdered, nothing looked disturbed. No broken locks, no signs of forced entry, no overturned furniture, not even a scuffed floorboard from the supposed struggle. And on the dining table sat an unfinished puzzle, every single piece accounted for.
Can we get you? We're gonna try
Let
and
me
get
sneak by her over here.
you by over here. Okay.
All right.
Ready?
1, 2.
Get your big ass up.
Okay, we're at the one bout.
Well, the routes on the floor are 22s, so.
On the basement floor, right beside Jan's body, detectives found a .22 caliber rifle. At first, they assumed that the family had brought it out in self-defense. But when they asked Alex who it belonged to, his answer would change their perspective. Alex said that the gun was a family weapon, but it also just happened to be the same gun that the intruder had used to kill his parents and sister.
Come on now. So he's saying somebody broke into his house, took the gun from wherever it was at, the safe, the wall, wherever it was at, and then just decided to unalive everybody in the house and shoot you in the foot? Nah, Bubba. Hell nah.
That single statement would become a major turning point in the investigation. But as Alex was being rushed to the hospital, he began to talk on his own, unprompted. But it wasn't what he said that raised eyebrows. It was how he said it.
Yeah, Ray. Jess, what it do? Shawnee, what it do? Good to see y'all. I hope y'all doing well out there. Jess, I know you haven't seen me in a little while. I've been getting some things done with the biz work, so my YouTube performance hasn't been well, but don't blame it on me. Blame. We just gonna blame it on the YouTubery. Stopping through, gotta watch this game. Yeah, enjoy the game, Jess. Enjoy the game. Much love and respect. Thank you, darling. I appreciate you, Miss Ma'am. All the time. Shandy, welcome in.
You ready to kill? You have like a fist or? Okay, this is true. So you're sleeping on the porch? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's all, Jess. Life been life.
Gunshots or what? Yeah.
Ray, welcome in, Ray. Good to see you,
Yeah.
Ray.
Alex, who opened the back door?
I don't know. Maybe, yeah. You only saw one guy? Yeah. One guy? Yeah. Sorry, my foot.
At the time, officers found Alex's laughter unsettling. But little did they know it was just
Appreciate y'all for sliding through, tapping in with the kid. We jumping back into this algorithm thingy, you know what I mean? All in a day's work. Just as stay at it, you have my full support, and that's why. That's why I love you, Lady. You hear me? Much love to the big Jess. Always.
the beginning. Meanwhile, Alex insisted that he hadn't seen another gun with the intruder. But that only deepened the detective's doubts. If the
And like that again, happy belated Mother's Day to all the ladies and mothers in the building. If you are a mother, happy belated Mother's Day. If you don't have any biological children, but you still take care of children that aren't yours, anything of that nature, nieces, nephews, or anything, and you are a mother figure in their life, happy belated Mother's Day, y'all. Let's go.
killer didn't bring their own weapon, how did they get a hold of the Jacksons' rifle? And, more importantly, how was a lone intruder able to subdue 3 people in different parts of the house and execute them one by one? The theory of a random burglary didn't fit either.
Crazy.
Nothing had been stolen. Not the wallets, not the phones, not even the firearm itself. Whatever happened in that house, it wasn't about theft. It was personal. Detectives were eager to find the killer. But first, they needed to speak with the only survivor, Alex Jackson, while he was being treated at the hospital. Although, there was just one problem. The evidence made no sense.
Exactly. Exactly, y'all. This man said that he would sleep on a front porch. Somebody came in his house, unalived his whole family, brutally unalived his whole family, and then just shot him in the foot and ran off. And when he was on, oh, man, I'm not going for it at all.
No signs of forced entry, no valuables missing.
Ray.
And the weapon that was used, the 22
Indeed.
caliber rifle, it belonged to the Jacksons. Everything about the scene hinted at something closer to home. But before the detectives could draw conclusions, they needed to hear Alex's side and see if his story could fill in the gaps that the evidence couldn't.
Alex, you guys have one of my coworkers is out at the house. They were hoping to get some video of this. What happened? You guys have like a DVR or anything? Camera system at your house?
There's like a camera in front.
Where does
There's one by the garage too.
where's this record?
Boy got some long ogre troll feet, don't he? What is all the markings on his feet, sisters? Good Lord. He might got a diabetic problem or something. You going through it, boy. You better get checked out.
Online?
It's the cloud, you know what the company is?
No. All I know is right there.
Jim, is it like a ring system or
Yeah,
Arlo?
that's it.
Which one?
Ring?
Ring?
Yeah.
It's a ring system?
While the Jackson home had surveillance cameras, detectives quickly discovered that the one positioned behind the house, the same direction that Alex claimed the intruder came from, wasn't functional. A coincidence that just works so perfectly for the mystery intruder.
Yeah, it looks like it probably went through your foot. Where were you at when this happened? I wonder if we could find that bullet on the ground.
Is it downstairs?
Hey, Alex.
So the exact same route that the so-called unaliver came through, right? The camera system just happened to be down over there. I'm not picking up what this young man is putting down. So I think, and we might all think and feel like,
why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying?
yeah, something fishy going on. That had to be mandatory. If they knew all of those details, it was an inside job. Come on now. Had to be.
This is kind of confusing for us all
And
these
the Webalize,
circumstances. So
right?
we would like to chat with you some more about what happened and try to help you figure it out. Sarah and I would, but I'm just going to read you your Miranda warning just in the off chance that you had something to do with it. But you know, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to talk to an attorney. Have an attorney.
What's your sister's name?
Sabrina. Like the witch.
Okay. How old is she?
19, 18.
He's not
Back
sad
at the
or
crime
anything.
scene, when they took a closer look, the detectives realized that the camera wasn't just broken, it had been unplugged, just like the home's alarm system. It is almost impossible for a burglar to pull that off without alerting the family, which meant only one thing. Whoever did this knew the house inside and out.
I
Exactly.
bed at about 11 last night on the porch. Were you the last one to go to bed?
Maybe. I think my mom was still walking
I'm
around.
not believing nothing that he's saying.
Do you see the silence?
Yeah.
It's the yellow on the bottom.
And no, mom and dad and Sabrina were all at home too?
Yeah.
Okay. So you go to bed, and then what time did you wake up this morning?
I woke up and heard gunshots. I went downstairs, so I went downstairs. He was messing with my dad's gun.
You went downstairs, he was messing with your dad's gun. And then what happened?
Well, he was messing with her. And he took my dad, I think.
He told your dad. What do you think that?
I don't know.
Well, was your dad saying anything to him?
He was on the floor.
So you ran up to this guy.
Yeah.
And what happened?
I pushed him. I think.
If Brandon is going to take some swabs from you, would that be okay?
Yeah.
Maybe the bad guy's DNA is on there.
Yeah, if you pushed him. So you pushed him. Did he say anything to you?
Okay. It's quite deep.
I think. What?
Quite deep, what I pushed.
Quite deep.
Yeah, deep voice.
Deep voice.
Gotcha.
What did he say?
Fuck you. And I,
What? What in the what the? Y'all. He said that the man said F you, and that was that. So he ran in, pushed him, said F you, and that was that. Oh my stars. Nah, Bubba. You're going down.
think I have to pick it up.
I think.
One let go. Fired. And then obviously that happened.
So when you and him were struggling with the gun,
Yeah, struggle, yeah.
and then
His story has to be aided on. So you and him were struggling with the gun? Yeah, struggling. Yeah. Yeah. What?
and then he fired it
Yeah,
and it shot you in the foot.
yeah, I think so.
So where did this guy go? Did you see him leave?
This guy's off his rocker.
Is there a door in the basement right outside? Okay. Did you see him go out that door or maybe some other door?
I didn't see him.
You think someone was upset with your family?
If it's that way, I don't know what.
You don't know who or what would they be upset about?
Well,
How do you
clearly he's
feel about
not
it?
upset.
I love my family.
I love
Detectives
my family.
knew that suspicion.
But everybody's gone. Everybody's been shot. Everybody is gone. Shot in my pinky toe, indeed, on this Harlem Nights. You know what I mean? Oh, God. He here tweaking out. He's showing no emotion, no anything. He just, and going along with whatever story that they're bringing up, he's just riding along with it. Yeah, nah, come on, man. Come on.
Alone wouldn't be enough to charge Alex with the murder of his family. They needed something concrete. So they started peeling back the layers of the Jacksons' lives, looking past the picture-perfect facade to find out what had really gone wrong inside that home. The canine unit brought in to track the scent of the so-called intruder found nothing. No trace of a stranger. No scent that didn't belong to the Jacksons. That was the final confirmation that the detectives needed. The quote-unquote intruder never existed. Alex had made it all up.
Gosh almighty.
We when we stepped out, talked to our coworkers. They were out at your house. Okay. You went through your house, went through the neighborhood, and Alex, the reality is there's not any evidence that anyone else was over at your house. It's okay. It's okay. But there was a man there. Alex, do you want to tell us what happened? What really happened?
Alex, we're not here to judge you.
Yeah, I wasn't understanding that neither, Ray. Like, how would the dog know if someone else was there or not? Who would they be? Who would they be looking for? What, comparison, contrast, smell did they have to, analyze that? But hey,
At all. Like I said,
I went downstairs, and the man was there. I fought him. I got shot at. I think he left.
Alex, that's
there was a
not
man.
evidence.
I saw him. I got shot, and I think he left.
Well, like I said, if there had been a person there would be some evidence that he showed up. There would also be evidence that he left, because he's not there now, and there is no evidence for that. No one else was there.
Well, he was there.
Like Sarah said, we're not here to judge you. Something happened.
He's smiling and everything, man.
And
What
we're
in the
just
world is
trying to
going
figure
on?
out why.
because Matt and I talked to a lot of people. So I've been a police officer for 15 years now, and Matt's been a police officer for 20 plus, and a lot of people that we talk to do a lot of things for their own reasons. I mean, you don't live my life and I don't live your life, and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so that's why when we ask these questions, we do it because we want to understand, because I don't know what goes on in your life, just like you don't know. Maybe you think my life is really happy, but I could probably tell you some things that would surprise.
I don't believe anything the man is saying. At all. Not one bit, not one lick. Every single thing that comes out of his face is a born bred lie.
I see when you say, oh, I wouldn't expect that,
Can't go for
Yeah.
it.
And so, but we've talked to enough people that we know that there's so much that goes on in people's lives.
Mac,
and,
my brother,
that's
what
not
it do, Mac? Good to see you.
What happens?
Hope everything's well.
And so, again, with us, we don't want to, we just want to understand why this happened today. And we're not here to, again, judge you. I think you're a nice guy. You've been very pleasant to talk to with us. And so, like I said, but something bad happened. And there's a reason why something bad happened. And I know you know that reason, but I don't. And I want to understand it.
Jocelyn, welcome in, welcome in. Miss TT, welcome in, welcome in. Hey, Miss Ma'am. Number one. Vyoshi, my brother. What it do? Sandman tapping in for the one time. King Kamikaze, yo. my brother, what it do, Uno? Super. I gotta smack back into this algorithm roll, slowly but surely. Hope everything body's doing well and doing good out there. McMahon, you the guy. Cheryl. Oh, hey, Miss Mel. How you doing? Blessings on blessings to you and V. My brother, my sister. Indeed. Yeah, your Virgo twin just slapped in. Indeed. My brother. You know the vibes. Slowly but surely. Kicking down that goddamn door, you hear me? Well, look, I'm going to give y'all this recap and let y'all know what's going on right quick. this young man on the screen, what he just did, he called the police, said it was a burglar at the house. His sister, his dad, and his mom were all brutally shot in the chest and face area. He said that the robber came in, took the gun that was in the house, shot everybody. He beat up the robber, and the robber shot him in the foot and ran off. And now they're questioning this young man at the hospital, which I don't believe nothing that he's saying. 0%. Now that y'all are all caught up and y'all know what's going on, we locked in. I appreciate y'all. I definitely appreciate y'all for slapping through one time for the one time. I know it's late. I'm trying to get everything in order. I need to get a good timing on, slowly but surely. But I'm going to get it in order, and I'm going to get it together. I just opened up my community wall, too, y'all. I'm getting it together. I appreciate y'all. Much love. Sean, what up? What up? Appreciate you. If I missed anybody, no, did I miss anybody? No, that just slid through? No, I didn't. Okay. Much love. Much love, y'all. Much love to everybody slapping through and kicking the dough down with my brother. Indeed, we in here. If y'all haven't already, matter of fact, before I even go any further, to everybody just getting in, to all the mothers in here just coming in, happy belated Mother's Day. That goes from me, my heart, to you, and hopefully everything was well on y'all end and y'all had a wonderful, wonderful day. For those who aren't mothers but still act and still generate as mothers to a lot of people in the world, blessings to you as well, and happy Mother's Day to you too. Y'all know the vibes. It's us, never them. Welcome to the Ace Society. All the Acers are in the building, and we are rocking out. We are rolling out. If you haven't already, double tap that screen for us one time. And if you're new, like, comment, and subscribe to your boy. And we rocking and we rolling. Let's get it going. And we back.
Well, you do. What happened that led to the events today? What caused this? Okay. And I know it's hard to talk
about. Okay, Ray.
Okay. And but sometimes, when people don't talk about it, they feel a lot of pressure, and then when they can kind of talk to somebody, it relieves that pressure, and they don't feel like they have the weight of the world on their shoulders anymore. You know what I mean? Have you ever felt that way before?
Okay, I guess.
You haven't?
Did you say you dropped out of Iowa? Did you say you dropped out of Iowa?
No, it was on summer break.
Oh, on summer break. Yeah, take a break. Because I was looking for a job. How's your dad feel about your choices, life choices? I guess he wants me to.
Shawnee, good to see you. Good to see you. Happy belated Mother's Day, Shawnee. Welcome in, baby.
That's gonna give us some fun. So, have you ever had any problems with him? Like, serious problems with him? Like judging your life or choices? He's proud of me. Yeah. How about mom? Yeah. Same. Sister. I guess. Yes. Well, tell me about this relationship with your sister. It doesn't seem like it's.
Appreciate that, brother.
Quite we're brothers. We're not the closest.
Do you like her?
She's my sister.
How far apart are you guys in?
This man is showing no emotion at all. His whole family was just flatline. And he just sitting there like, yeah, that's my sister, man. Yeah, she was cool. She was cool with me, so I was cool with her, Oh, my stars.
Like,
what?
Another year?
My brother and I are 15 months apart. He's older than me too, so it's kind of the same.
The detective's trying to break him down.
So what do you think about what happened to your sister?
Ash, welcome in, welcome in. Hello, good to see you.
She alright?
Well, Alex, I think, like I said, you've been honest and cooperative with us at this point.
No, one thing about it, this young man has not been honest at all. Not to me, at least. And one thing for certain, two things for sure, I always want to know is...
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying?
Crazy work.
I
Crazy
think
work.
everybody in the room
His big, long
knows
foot,
what's been going on. Okay?
flapjack, Big Mac eating ass.
Well, you know that somebody hurt your family.
Yeah.
And he
You
don't
know
have
who
a
hurt.
care in the world.
No. Well, yeah.
You do. What do you mean?
Moonchild, welcome in. Hey, beautiful. Happy belated Mother's Day. To you too, Shauna, if y'all missed it.
What didn't happen?
Because we've looked at the videos. There's nobody coming and going from your house. Nobody entered or left your house. Okay. So the person that hurt your family was inside your home. Okay.
Ooh,
Wow.
it's not me.
You didn't hurt your family?
No, I would never.
Sound a little zesty to me too, chat. I don't know what's going on.
People love their family.
I would never.
And do things that they maybe weren't in the right frame of mind at the time, and that's why we're trying to understand why. Because you said that you guys get along just fine, so that's what's perplexing to me right now is for me to understand why you would want to hurt your family.
I wouldn't.
When asked about his family, Alex simply said, quote, "I love my family." No emotion, no tears,
No nothing.
just a cliche proclamation. But if you asked his sister, Sabrina, she might have told a different story. Through recovered Discord messages, investigators discovered that Sabrina frequently clashed with both her father and Alex.
Oh, she says, God, he's Let me bring this up. Says, God, he's borderline at this point. If I mention any sort of political opinion, he tells me to shut up. But he and my brother can say whatever they want because only men understand politics. Am I right? Unlike my brother, I read from more sources than Fox News because I'm not an idiot. If me and my mom say anything, we're purposely starting a fight. Like, okay, all right.
While Jan and Alex leaned to the right politically, Sabrina identified as liberal, a difference that often sparked heated arguments at home.
And that's why
she confided in friends that her father would shut her down whenever she tried to speak.
I literally effing hate my dad. I wish I had enough money to move out or something. I just hate him and my brother so much, like I do nothing and they'll attack me for the stupidest shh. And if school gets canceled this fall, I literally don't know what I'm going to do.
Her mind, while he and Alex spoke freely. Sabrina also revealed something deeper. She was bisexual, and she feared what her brother might do to her if he ever found out.
How can I have a civil conversation if they're going to act like that? Like you can say I'm triggered, but I'm not being a baby. Again, I am legitimately scared what my brother would do if he found out I was bi. Oh, po tink tink. Hopefully I can just hide it. Even my mom has been mean to me lately and I don't know why.
Unfortunately, the answer to that question may lie in the tragedy that unfolded in their home that Tuesday morning. In interviews, Sabrina's friends described Alex as short-tempered and, at times, violent. Some recalled that he had even hit Sabrina's dog, Hero, more than once. Over time, Hero began to avoid Alex completely and would even position himself between them, as if trying to protect her.
Okay. Again, Alex.
Alex, have you ever tried to hurt yourself before? No. That's just weird. Why would you hurt yourself? I don't know. Sometimes people do. I know people that. That's weird. Okay.
parents ever talked about getting like mental health treatment or anything like that?
No.
Anyone in your family?
No.
Okay. Do you have a history in your family of anyone with any?
So all in all, this man, Alex, hated his sister to her guts. That's crazy work. He didn't like her one bit. He sits and says right now that he loved his sister oh so very much and it was tender about her, but he wasn't, y'all. Not one bit. He didn't like her. He didn't want to be around her. And from those messages stating that she knew he was, borderline off his rocker. He even beat up the dog. What the? Come on now. Y'all know what's about to happen to this young man in the near future. And he about to get those cleats. You know what I mean? Them silver bracelets are on the goddamn way. Nah, Bubba. Nah, let's go.
There were also quiet whispers among investigators that Alex might be on the spectrum. His choice of words, detached body language, and sudden shifts from tears to laughter made them wonder if there was something deeper going on. Detectives even considered the possibility of a mental breakdown. But when they dug into his medical history, there was nothing. No record of psychological issues, no signs of instability, nothing that could explain what happened that morning.
Or why? I would just like to understand why. You don't want to talk about all the details, that's fine. I just want to know why. That's what's proposed. Because you said that you don't want with your feelings.
I didn't do this.
Okay.
If that's what you're trying to say.
Well, Alex.
All right now, Juice. You the popcorn man. Everybody grab your popcorn because it's about to be a good one. If you haven't already, just talk to Juice and he going to make sure you all right out there. You hear me? He going to get your extra salt, extra butter. And for some of those who like olive oil, y'all know the vibes. He went and got that too. I made sure of it. We good to go. Let's go, y'all.
Do you think that Matt and I haven't encountered a situation like this before?
Oh, I'm sure you do. Plenty of years.
Right. And so we
and get your broccolini on as well. Sit back, relax, enjoy, get your broccolini on. I'll be back slowly but surely, King.
would not sit here and ask you that specific question if we didn't have.
I didn't do.
Okay.
I would never.
And that's what I mean.
Never.
That's why I want to know why. Is because you're adamant that you would never, but the evidence is pointing towards that you did.
Well, can't you do some like lab stuff? Right.
Well, they will, and that's why we want to give you an opportunity right now. Okay.
Well, the best evidence in a case like this is not going to be the lab stuff.
Well,
it's going to
help.
Well, right. It's going to be something as simple as just verifying that no one came and left your house when you told us that someone did.
You can assure you someone's there.
That's the easiest way to.
The detectives noticed something strange. When the police first arrived and asked where his sister was, Alex casually replied, quote, "In her room."
Sister? She's back? Yeah, she's in her room. Is she okay?
Not once did he urge officers to check on his mother and sister. He never asked if they were alive, injured, or even needed help.
Nothing at all, y'all. He just said she's in her room. What the? This man is off his rocker, all the way off his rocker. Goodness gracious. He just was laying on the floor waiting for the police to come in when he said he crawled from where he got originally shot at to him crawling to grab his phone, and now he's in the middle of the hallway. So it was like a he planted himself there to wait for them to get a surprise at the front door, to be exact. You know, at the front door entrance for them to walk in and see him. Like, okay, let's feel sorry and give him some sympathy. Hell no. 0%. You off your fucking rocker, boy.
Detectives found that deeply unsettling. He hadn't even crawled to their rooms, despite being only a few feet away from Sabrina's door when the police came in. And when detectives told him that his mother and sister were also victims, Alex's reaction left everyone in the room speechless.
When you called 911.
Yeah.
Okay.
Luder, welcome in, brother. Good to see you, Luder. You know the vibes, top of the top. The evening of the evening, early morning sessions. Let's go.
And your sister have been shot.
Did I?
Yeah.
I don't know.
You did. Because we have the recording, okay? And that's what you told me. And I was talking to you. And you said
I'm assuming.
Stardust, welcome in, Star.
Well, okay. But what would make you just assume that then?
I heard a lot.
How many?
I don't know.
So you see what I mean? And I'm okay with the fact that you haven't been completely honest about this. And
I have been.
you haven't though. And so I know it's hard to admit.
I just asked you about your sister, and you acted like you had no idea what happened to her.
Yeah, is she fine?
Well, you told the 911 dispatch that your mom and your sister were shot.
Well, maybe they are.
Okay, well, you told them they were.
Yeah, looky here. Oh, my stars. What is going on with this young man here? One thing for certain, two things for sure. Y'all already know that we got a question to ask.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying?
Crazy word. He called and said that told the dispatch that everyone was shot. Now he's sitting here saying that his sister and everybody is fine. They're okay. Nah, buddy. Nah.
Are they fine?
What? You were there and you saw them.
I just went downstairs.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
No, you didn't.
I did though.
You did go downstairs also. You're correct.
Well, I can't from upstairs. I'm only going downstairs.
Okay. But you saw your mom and your sister this morning.
No. I saw my sister.
Where did you see your sister?
Near her bed, on her bed.
And that's consistent.
I hope she's fine.
Okay. And that's consistent with what their mom is.
This man is off his rocker, y'all.
Remember, originally when we were talking, you said that you had gotten up from the porch because you were gunshots and went directly downstairs.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you were in.
Hey, Luder, how did everything go? Finished my semester in forensic science with a 4.0 GPA, 3 more summer classes till degree. My brother. Indeed. Salute. Yeah, Luder. You know the vibes. Big way. Good stuff, my boy.
Your sister's room.
Well, it's just I went to my room to grab a double photo, but wrapping underwear is the closest thing.
And then did you go in your mom and dad's room?
No. Haven't been there for long.
Alex, when you're done, we got to go back to the police department and write a report and all of our conversation with you. And then the other officers that were out in your house will write reports and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want our report to reflect that there was a guy in your house that there's no evidence of? And
Well, yeah, of course there was a guy in my house. I saw him.
Listen to me. Do you want us to write down in the report that there was a guy in your house that there's no video of ever showing up or leaving?
Do you want us to put that down, or do you want to give us some sort of an explanation that makes sense?
I want the guys know
for why this happened. Now, there are reasons why you could be responsible for this, and it's not you're not the worst person in the planet. Okay, there are reasons.
Alex, your heart's beating out of your chest right now.
Alex, tell us about what was going on with your family that prompted this.
Just
share it with us.
I don't know. It's fine.
It's not.
It's not fine. People know. It's fine.
Well, that's not fine.
There's always some underlying issue.
Nah, don't tell me that, Juice. Your feed just whacked out. All right, now listen. On my end, everything says excellent. In my OBS, everything says excellent. I have 0 dropped frames. So is everybody's feed okay? Everybody's feed as well? Oh, okay. All right, there we go. Okay, I was about to say. I just went through a whole hell of a lot to make sure this heap of everything was working well. You know, make sure we got a consistent feed for y'all. You know what I mean? Definitely. All right, cool beans. Welcome in, Mr. 8440. All right, appreciate you. Thumbs up. Much love, much love. Appreciate you. Welcome in.
That we learn about later. Help us understand, Alex.
well, all my other families in Oregon.
Yeah. Well, pretty sure. There's issues in your house.
Welcome in, Jocelyn.
That you're having.
If I didn't speak,
You
welcome
gotta share
in.
those with us.
Happy belated Mother's Day.
I don't have issues with my family.
Okay.
When's the first time you thought about this scenario?
I didn't do it.
Yeah, Uno. Yeah, I was about to say, no, it can't be. It can't be. Not the feed going crazy. And Uno, you know what I just did. No way possible. I was about to go cuckoo, you hear me?
I would never hurt my family. They are important to me. I love them.
I love them.
You may not understand that, but I love them.
Detectives knew that they had to tread carefully. It's a gamble. If they pushed too hard, Alex could lawyer up and shut everything down. But if they played their cards right, he might slip and give them exactly what they needed.
So, again, Alex, given what we know, and it's not what we think at this thing, it's what we know, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's lots of officers out there, and they relay all the information.
Mm-hmm.
And lots of experience. We don't just guess at things, okay? So we know nobody was in your house. We know that for a fact.
I know.
I'm telling you though.
Oh. Okay, did y'all just hear what this man just said? Oh my stars. She said, we know for a fact that no one was in your house. And then he said, I know. Oh my stars. Let me see if I can bring it back a second for y'all.
There were 4 people in your house. We know that.
My family?
Yeah. And lots of experience. We don't just guess at things. Okay? So we know nobody was in your house. We know that for a fact.
I know.
I know. What?
Tell you though.
What?
There were 4 people in your house.
What? Come on now. Yes, it's going down, buddy. All the way down. I knew you was going down from the beginning just because of the fact. But yeah, you're saying things like that. Yes, it's goddamn, you're fishing for trouble, if you know what I mean. God all day. He is off his rocker. And yet, him being on the spectrum, seeing things like this, I'm starting to see it more clear. I can see clearly now the rain has gone. Come on, y'all. Welcome in, y'all. Shout out to the chat one time for the one time. We appreciate y'all for being here. Much love to the family. Let's go.
We know that.
My family?
Yeah. That's it.
No.
No. I'm telling you, those are the facts.
I thought they're supposed to help me.
They are. And that's why
I thought you guys were supposed to help me.
Because otherwise
What?
we would just leave.
I've told you what I know, but
Okay.
maybe it is starting to blur.
Indeed, King.
Alex claimed that he went back into his room to grab his phone after the shooting. But his phone exposed that lie. Data showed that he was awake at 6 a.m., 2 hours before the murder, scrolling on social media. If he really had slept out on the porch like he said, then the phone should have been out there with him, not inside his room.
God all
That
day.
single inconsistency shattered his entire timeline.
When this kind of thing happens to people, there is always a reason. And so we start by looking for
Yes,
the
Sandra.
reasons.
The family. The family slide when they slide, you know?
Someone to do that to your family. Okay? And
It's
when
all
there's
good
a burglary,
vibes, Sandra.
you've seen thousands of burglaries. Okay? They don't shoot the people in the family. They take what they're taking.
Well, maybe
and
like
they leave.
my dad found me or something.
Okay. So that might account for your dad.
I don't know.
Okay. But that wouldn't account for your mom. Wouldn't account for your sister. Okay. Burglars don't do that ever.
Investigation revealed another crucial detail. While Alex claimed that he had crawled to his bedroom after being shot in order to grab his phone and call 911,
Yep.
the bloody footprints told a different story. The drop pattern showed that he had only left the bedroom. He never entered. That suggested that there was no intruder, no struggle in the living room, no heroic fight. Instead, detectives believed that Alex had shot himself inside his room and then had placed the rifle downstairs beside his father's body in order to stage the scene. Forensics later confirmed what detectives feared. Palm prints on both sides of the rifle matched Alex and were consistent with someone who was angling the gun down in order to shoot themselves in the foot. Literally. This
What in the world, man? He was not. He didn't have all the light bulbs. He didn't have a light bulb. I don't know what's going on with this young man, but goodness gracious, he got himself in a definite pickle, y'all. A definite pickle. For sure, for sure. Now, he didn't even wipe off the fingerprints off the rifle. The phone told on him. He said he was outside asleep on the front porch when everything was going down, but the phone clearly shows he was on social media scrolling, doing his little thumb jigs, you know what I mean? Oh my stars. This is crazy work, y'all. Crazy work. Let's get it.
discovery would eventually become one of the key pieces in building their case against Alex.
Yeah, Lou, the phone told on his ass.
You shot yourself in the foot.
I didn't shoot myself.
We said that earlier.
Well, maybe I shot myself.
Right. You shot yourself.
Well, maybe he pulled it. I pulled it.
Well, you would know that. I mean,
I was following.
let's get back to the point of you're not dumb and I'm not dumb. Okay.
Yeah, literally, figuratively, spiritually, everything. Shot himself in the foot, his own self, hobbling around. You shot me in my pinky toe. Not the pinky toe. Let's go, y'all.
Shot yourself. And then,
Sure, let's see.
Okay. Because then you said it didn't hurt quite as bad as you thought it would.
Trajectory is
I
a
think it was.
let him know, Lou.
Sure. Probably. And that's why once you get back to the adrenaline dumps going, that's when you said it hurt a little bit more after that.
Mm-hmm.
And so, because you have to shoot yourself in the foot for it to have a spray of being an accident. You know what I mean? It's your family does it.
I wouldn't do that.
Okay, but you wouldn't want to. I wouldn't want to do that either. But you have to, because how can everybody else have
Why would I do something like this?
to make it look like someone else did?
But I
Exactly.
What you did. And Alex, every time we talk about it, I can see right now, your baby tells me that your heart's beating real fast.
Yeah, I'm getting mad.
The monitor tells me it does.
Yeah. The fact that you think that I did it.
Why?
Because they didn't.
Okay. We reversed.
Sound like he whining now, y'all. Cause I didn't. What? You's a big cuddly bear, boy. A big cuddly psychotic bear. You know what I mean?
Spots right now.
Mm-hmm.
Would you believe me?
You said you didn't do it.
Well, given what you would know things that I know. Like nobody came in morning, so pretend you know
Sure,
that.
but I'm no. Please.
Okay, I don't think you have to be to know to say. Okay, we know for a fact nobody came and went from the house. That's fact. They told us that. I'm just hear me out. Okay, so put yourself in my shoes. I'm sitting here and you're sitting here. You know for a fact nobody came and went. You know.
She said, put yourself in my shoes. His size 23s can't fit in your little size 5s, Miss Ma'am. He got them Golden Gate Bridge feet. Let's go, y'all.
There were
big ironing board feet.
Okay, well, you're in my shoes now. Okay?
You're in my
And
shoes now.
Officers, 20 officers have been in the area. They've gone to every house.
Mm-hmm.
They've picked up every sort of camera footage there is.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody came and went from your house.
The problem for Alex was simple. His story was collapsing under its own weight.
Mm-hmm.
He hadn't put enough thought into making the scene believable. And the detectives didn't fail to rub this in his face. They had him, and he knew it. By the way, if you're finding this video interesting so far, please do us a favor. Make sure to hit like, make sure to hit subscribe, and help us get to 1 million subscribers.
Y'all heard what he said. Hit like, hit subscribe, and help us get to how many subscribers that we need. And that's going to be infinity. Yes, go. Comment, like, subscribe. Bing, bing. We appreciate all of y'all.
Now, let's dive back in.
You got all the answers bottled up inside. But hold on, listen.
This video
what
comes
we
from
need
the
to do is, though, your official story to us has always been, and you've stuck to it for now, is that this is a burglary. Okay? Even though there's zero elements of burglary to it. Okay? I keep telling you that because it's important you understand that. Having worked hundreds and hundreds of burglaries and seen hundreds of thousands of burglaries, maybe not hundreds of thousands, but having seen a lot, okay, they all start to look the same after a while.
That was a big number gap. He went from hundreds and hundreds to hundreds of thousands, hundreds of thousands. Okay, officer.
You know,
Detective.
It's like the difference between a Van Gogh painting and a little kid's watercolor, or finger painting. It's pretty obvious the difference between the two. Okay, no one would confuse the two. Okay, this does not have any elements of a burglary.
And if nobody knows who Van Gogh is, if you've seen any I would say Disney movies or anything like that, or any like Pixar movies for real, you've seen more than likely seen a Van Gogh painting. It's like the water waves inside the painting. You've more than likely seen a Van Gogh painting without even knowing it. Let's get back, y'all.
Has all the elements of an intentional killing of people, and so for us,
they might have had some real estate or something.
Star does.
I wouldn't think so.
And again, there'd be a forced entry in the house and whatnot. That's the part you didn't think about. You should have kicked the door to make it, well, I'm just saying, or at least ransacked the house. And you're probably wishing you would have now. Because you know.
What do you guys think?
What says burglary about this other than what's coming out of your mouth? Nothing. And you know that.
No, you guys think it's...
Well,
the reason, again, I think I mentioned this before, but the reason that this isn't more well thought out or well planned is because it's probably not as premeditated.
Real Jack Mac.
As
What it do?
kind of seems like. Okay. People don't think about these things for weeks,
Nope,
years, or whatever, and plan out every detail.
Well, the ones that do that's by far.
yeah, King, they in there advising him on, okay, look, next time, what you should do is, what? Oh, man, and this, I know he going cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs in his head right now, like, damn it, I should have thought of that. Nah, Bubba, it's too goddamn late. It's too goddamn late.
Yeah,
Premeditated murder and not the spur of the moment. Something came over somebody.
You decided after dinner last night that, hey, I can't deal with life, I can't deal with them, I can't deal with whatever. That's far more understandable than thinking that you sat and stewed about this for months. Planned this out, decided everything.
Plus,
man, crazy thing is, mom and dad probably was like, all right, you didn't clean up, we gonna clip the internet on your ass. And then he said, and bang, just blew. he just couldn't take that at all. He was like, no Wi-Fi. Let me grab my flops. Oh my stars.
Well, that's probably what we're going to take with us when we leave here today. It's just the thought of it.
Write down all lines.
Well, we're going to write down.
Yeah, definitely took his Xbox. I was about to say.
We would write down more. You said more. You explained more or gave us some inkling of other than, basically you're probably being disappointed again.
Really.
Because Alex, the problem when we walk away from here is that's all the information that we got from you, coupled with what else we have.
Well, I hope we find
Okay.
something else.
Well, because if we don't, now the fact that we've talked to you for about 2 hours,
super dweeb,
and we've given you more than every opportunity.
While Alex's story was riddled with inconsistencies, one thing was clear. He wasn't backing down. He stuck to his claim of innocence.
Okay, he's sticking to his claim of innocence, y'all. He's sticking to his claim of innocence. Listen, if y'all think that he did it, put a 1 in the chat. If y'all think that it was an intruder, put a 2 in the chat, and we're going to go from there. I don't know what's going on, but I don't believe nothing that the boy is saying. Not one drip drop. Put those 1s or 2s in the comments. Let me see how y'all feeling out there. Let me see. Check out. Okay, we got a 1 from Jocelyn, 1 from Stardust, 1 from Luda, 1 from Mr. 8440, 1 from King Kamikaze. Okay, so everybody. Mom and dad said no Wi-Fi and give me the phone. Indeed, TT. Indeed. Baby Huey. Yeah, big baby Huey. I remember that cartoon too. Yeah. Oh my stars. So you think it was a real intruder, Uno? You put a 2 in the cup. You think it was a real intruder, brother? No, sir. Only intruder was the intrusive thoughts. Indeed, he was the intruder. He intruded his own self. Indeed, y'all. Gosh almighty, let's go.
That he had no reason to harm his family. But that confidence quickly faded when detectives revealed that there was just one more CCTV camera behind the home. A motion-activated one with a full view of the backyard. And, just like the others, it showed no one entering or leaving the property around the time of the murders.
One of the big things that we needed to really hammer out was this video, right? This ring video from your house that would help substantiate some of what you told us. And I talked to my guy Jeff. He does all the forensic or digital forensic type stuff, phones and computers and cameras and things like that for us. Good news, he did a search warrant for the ring and got it back. There are no clips of anyone leaving your house. That one in the back, there's a clip there that they were looking at, and it just kind of, we use that as an example of how much of your yard it covered. That was the whole backyard. Okay, I didn't know it was one in the back. Yeah. I thought it was just one. So there's that one, right? And there's that one camera in the backyard. And again, I mean, they're apparently motion activated.
Because last night, didn't they get him dumping water out?
Yeah, you can't
dump some water out the back. A bucket of water.
Maybe my parents did. He said they look like you. Does your dad look like you, though? Sure. Okay. Well, someone went out back, dumped a bucket of water, maybe went up to that screened-in porch. Okay.
Oh, nothing, Juice. They was just interrogating him at the hospital. Now that they finished, now they I guess this is probably I'm not sure. Days after a day after, same day. I'm not sure, but he still got his hospital stuff on, and he's in the real interrogation room now.
Okay, he clearly didn't know about the camera, but I'm telling you, there's a camera back there. It captures your whole backyard, including what appeared to be you. I didn't personally see it. I'm just relaying what he told me. Okay. And he also told me there's no video of anyone leaving. Okay. The front, same thing.
That's a big boy. How we say it down yonder. That's a healthy boy. Exactly.
No point.
The gig's up, bud.
No one left. You're awake much earlier than you called. Okay, because you're brainstorming how to get your ass out of this trouble you're in. That's clear. In addition, we know when people were shot in that house. But we know that it's not physically possible for someone to get. When you heard shots, you said you told us earlier that you'd heard maybe 10 shots. Something like that. Sure. They're just in a row, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10 or whatever, in a row, all one little burst. No. Maybe some bursts, but not in a row. Okay, tell us about that. I think it's just in like a few bursts or something. Yeah. How long are we talking about? Like 10 seconds total, or 5 seconds, or 2 seconds, or 10 minutes? A minute, maybe? So there's a little gap, and there's like a minute.
Yeah, he's not even handcuffed to the wheelchair, to the table, to anything. He's in there just free balling, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, let's say 10 shots in a minute or something. Okay. So over a minute, there's about 10 shots. Yeah. Sure. Okay, so in that minute, when did you wake up? You clearly woke up after the first shot. Otherwise, you wouldn't guess there was 10, right? Or what you perceived to be the first shot. Sure, yeah. Okay. Came in, went straight downstairs. Well, how's the bad guy supposed to get past you upstairs to kill your mom? And then come back downstairs only to be standing down there when you get down there to confront him.
The Jackson family gun, the Browning SA-22 caliber semi-automatic rifle, had an unusual loading system, so complex that even a police firearms expert had to look up instructions online. The gun held 11 rounds, but 15 were fired, meaning that whoever pulled that trigger had...
Oh my stars. It holds 11, 15 was fired. He had to upload more. This young man is diabolical. Goodness gracious. And he said he was on the front porch the whole time until he heard some of the gunshots and then ran into the house to confront the intruder. Let's go.
To reload it twice. All of this made it impossible to believe that a random intruder had somehow entered the house unarmed, somehow found the Jackson's weapon, somehow figured out how to operate it, and then reloaded mid-rampage, all without leaving a single trace.
That was, oh my stars. That seemed like it was a musket from goddamn from 1870. You gotta dump your powder in, grab your stick, shove it on down, take that out, and reload your musket ball shot. Gosh almighty. That took a little minute.
It's on politics quite a bit over there. Well, that's just how it is.
Yeah, Jocelyn,
See, my
definitely
heads
free
with all three of them
ball.
on it. Well, all of them think differently. So, than you or each other. Well, everyone thinks differently. Mm-hmm. So it's just how. Did it I'm saying that the three of them, you were kind of the odd man out on things. Well, not necessarily.
Gosh almighty, Miss Sandra. Much love. Make sure you stay safe. Look, much love. You stay safe. We love you here. You always let us know that you okay. My community wall is open now, Sandra, so you can post up there and let us know, that you are okay. My community wall has been open. You stay safe, stay out the way, stay cool, and good night. Rest well. If you are going to rest, slowly but surely, rest well. If you're not going to rest, just make sure you drink you some water. Keep yourself calm, and pray everything goes well for you out there. Cause I don't know anything about a volcano erupting, but Miss Ma'am, it doesn't sound well. Much love to you, Sandra.
That didn't bother you? I wasn't always the odd man out. Did you ever tell people you were? Well, that's the odd man out. Yeah, it bothered you. Really. I guess I talk politics with some of my friends.
Volcano, gosh.
Why would Alex want his parents and sister dead? While the Jacksons appeared to be a close, loving family, detectives believed that someone within the family wasn't satisfied.
The Jackson 4, y'all. Crazy work.
Alexander had been struggling academically and was reportedly failing out of the University of Iowa. He didn't have a job, he spent most of his days playing video games, and he had become increasingly isolated and withdrawn. His father, Jan, reached his limit and started pressuring Alex to find work, take responsibility, or move out altogether.
Did you say you work anywhere? No. You don't work anywhere right now? Just looking for a job. Sure. He's not sure he has a job. Yes, he called you out on it. He's not going to pay for that. No. Well, no, he promised to pay half of it. Yeah, and so he wanted to make sure I started to get jobs. Right, pay for the rest of it. Yeah. If I'm going to pay for half of your college, you're going to get a job. Yeah. You're going to pay for the other half. You're not showing any effort. You haven't showed a drop of effort to go get a job. You're fitting jobs. Huh? I've done job applications. You showed up for the open interview at ID? Yeah. Were you hoping to get a job being the number one guy on Halo? No. Okay, I'm just talking about Heidi. How are you going to pay for college for the part-time job at Heidi? Loans or something. Loans or something? You don't have it figured out. He's worried you didn't have it figured out either. And it's all going to come back on him. Am I right? He was concerned about that. Am I right? Well, no, it's just because
See, what had probably happened was Dad was probably fronting the bill. I'm guessing Dad was fronting the bill for the college education. He started to flunk out, so Dad was like, "Man, I'm not going to keep doing this, and you don't even want to stay up on your grades." You know what I mean? After the fact, he said, all right. Well, I tell you what, you don't want to do this. You don't want to get a job, and I'll still go half up with you." And then he was like, "Nah, I'm gonna just fill out some applications and just wait around and play these video games." What the?
They got to fall on him. Right? He told you that, right? Yeah, because he's...
Detectives believed that on the morning of June 15th, Alex snapped. They theorized that he first went into his sister Sabrina's room, shooting her once through the left eye and then again through the torso as she lay in bed.
Stars.
Jan...
He shot her through her eye. Gosh almighty.
Likely in his study at the time, heard the gunfire, and he rushed toward the basement.
Appreciate you, Stardust.
As he reached the staircase,
Thanks,
Alex ambushed him, firing 3 shots that sent his father tumbling down the steps before standing over him and delivering 2 more rounds to the head. Melissa Jackson, awakened by the chaos, never stood a chance. She was shot twice at close range, one bullet so near that soot was visible on her skin. While prosecutors never pinpointed an exact motive, they believed that resentment and financial frustration played a key role, that Alex's comfortable life was slipping away, and he decided that if he couldn't have control, nobody one would.
Could.
The defense argued that homes in Oakleaf Court were spaced far apart, making it possible for an intruder to escape without being caught on any nearby security cameras. They also pointed out that while Alex seemed dazed during questioning, his story never changed. But to detectives, consistency doesn't mean truth.
Why would Alexander Jackson kill his family? It makes no sense. This was a normal family. This was a happy family. There's simply no motive for Alex to do this. And no motive has ever been proven. When you look at what the state has to prove in this case, the judge has read the instructions and you've been handed them. Motive does not have to be proven by the state. They don't have to prove that. But when you try to make sense of the evidence in this case, you also have to do that in the context of this family dynamic. Of why? Why would Alex do this? When he repeatedly told the investigators that he loved his family, that he wouldn't do this.
Prosecutors, on the other hand, focused on the physical evidence. Gunshot residue on Alex's hands, no signs of forced entry, no foreign DNA anywhere in the home, and the family's own rifle being used in the murders. To them, it was undeniable. The only person who could have carried out the killings was Alexander Jackson himself.
Alex surprises him. Alex comes up behind him, either from outside, going down the porch steps into the basement, or coming around from the stairs. I believe he must have come around from the basement that way because the shooter would have his back to him as he's shooting the father. As he's killing the father, making sure the father is dead, that's when Alex surprises him. And that's when Alex gets shot in the foot with that struggle. Because the man has now reloaded. 2 shell casings are found on either side of Jan Jackson's body, and 1 shell casing is found next to the gun that's lying on the ground. But we could get to that next. I want you to look at this, where this foot, the hole is in Alex's foot here. See where it is? See where it is on his foot, because this is going to be important in a second. Can we go to the next shot then of the hallway? This is the hallway. This photo is Steve's Exhibit 72. You see this blood right here? This is where Alex got shot in the foot. Not in his bedroom. The evidence will show that this is where he got shot, because this is where the gun is, this is where the shell casing is, but more importantly, the footprint.
The trial began in January of 2023, and it lasted just 2 weeks. After 6 hours of deliberation, the jury returned with their verdict.
Form of verdict 2 has been executed. We, the jury, find the defendant.
Hold on. Who the hell is this man? I know this can't be Alex. Big boy Alex sitting here looking like Leonardo da Frappuccino. I know this can't be him, goddamn, with the ponytail. I know this can't. He went on a whole weight loss. He's stressed out. That boy's stressed out. Johnny Depp indeed. Good day, mate. He's stressed out to the T. Ozempic and stress. His ass lost 300 pounds, and look at him now. Gosh almighty, I know it can't be him.
Alexander Jackson, guilty of the offense of murder in the first degree. And Ms. Pearson, are you the foreperson? And is that the verdict of the jury? Or the verdicts of the jury? Mr. Johnson.
On March 3rd, 2023, Alexander Jackson was sentenced to 3 consecutive life terms without the possibility of parole. For Alex, it meant spending the rest of his life behind bars, a far cry from the comfort and safety he once knew. For his parents, the tragedy was cruelly poetic. The son they gave life to and nurtured for 20 years was the one who took their own lives. And for Sabrina, she never could have imagined that the brother who was supposed to protect her would become her killer. Now, if you found this case interesting, you need to check out my video on the poor father who just realized that his son has done the unthinkable.
Gosh almighty, y'all. That one was a crazy one. Lordy, this man thought
just the way people.
that he was going to get away with all of that. He didn't plan accordingly. He didn't properly plan for anything of the sort to go down. He got 3 life sentences. You know what that means? In my mind, anytime someone says like 3 life sentences, to me it's like, all right, if you pass away, you pass away. You get reincarnated, you're still gonna be here. Then you pass away again and get reincarnated, you're gonna be here. 3 life sentences. God. That one was crazy word. Rest in peace to the family. Rest in peace to the whole family. He deserves every single thing that he just got. So gotta get those handcuffs for him. Y'all already know it. Cause he's going behind the wall and he's never gonna make it. Never gonna make it out to see the I would say to see the sunlight, but never gonna make it out to see freedom again, you know? Yeah. 0% at all. That one was a wild one, y'all. Definitely a wild one. Yeah, he was detached from life, Stardust. I believe he was really, really detached from life. Yeah, he's out of here, Jack. Super cooked. Super cooked. Them little pro tips ain't gonna help the next time he get out. 3 L's later, yeah. They was in there trying to, you know what you should have did? What? Oh, my stars. Oh, that was number 1. We got one more up. Stardust, appreciate you. Slowly but surely, we rising. Slowly but surely. We gonna get there. We got one more. And this is going to be for the gusto, y'all. Appreciate y'all for sliding through, tapping in with the boy. If y'all ready for this one, put some popcorns in the chat. And we're going to get this thing on the road. Those video games with all the murder and kids be acting. Yes, Jocelyn, yes. I refrain from anything of that nature for my youngest. Yeah, she can't. Nah, 0%. Highly monitored on what's being taken into that brain cell. You know what I mean? Because I don't need anything of any sorts going on and about. Let her stay a kid for as long as she can be a kid, and that's the way I'm gonna take it. You know, that's it. All right, y'all. Bing, Stardust ready. Little shooter. We're gonna slide and ride. Here's next one up. Let's get into it, y'all. Jocelyn ready. And now y'all get to be here for the beginning.
Hi, my daughter lives here. I got a call from 2 cousins. My son murdered them all.
These officers have just arrived to meet with the mother of 41-year-old Martin Muniz after reports that Martin may have murdered their entire family. In just a few minutes, they will walk into the crime scene, unaware that they are about to make the most horrifying of their careers.
Hey, Sarge, given permission to go inside his...
Hey, we don't need permission.
Oh, yo, it's real. Get EMS rolling.
Inside this very home, they would find 5 innocent people, and those closest to this poor mom, fatally shot and fighting for their life. As the man behind this massacre walks right into their hands,
I'm serious, I'm not crazy. And you could go to the address and verify.
They will discover that they are dealing with a mass killer, because the murders of his own family may not be the only Martin has committed.
This ain't the first time I'm killing somebody. I'm guilty of it. You can write it down. I don't really care.
Whoa, oh gosh. Damn it, Bobby. He just walked up on the people and said, it's me. I did it. I done it. You can write it down, take a picture, save it. I don't care. What? We're going to see what's going on.
October 13th, 2023, police in Ohio taking a peaceful little dinner break were startled by a knocking at their window. A man, 41-year-old Martin Muniz, approached them and told them 4 chilling words before they turned on their cameras. I did something bad.
I'm serious. I'm not crazy. And you can go to the address and verify the address. But I want you to handcuff me first.
All right, let me pull up really quick. What the hell, dude? Hold on, I got it.
Oh, no.
No.
Don't know,
He
huh?
approached our vehicle and said that he just did something bad. Said they'll fight.
Other cops were dispatched to the given address. They were, understandably, just as confused as the initial arresting officers, who were much more interested in their cold cuts than the cold case sitting in front of them. Responding officers arrived at the home where Martin Muniz was living, a home owned by his sister, Angelic Gonzalez, her husband, Anthony Booth, and Angelic and Martin's father, Miguel Gonzalez. Also in the home were Angelic's 2 children, a teen boy and a young girl. Initially, police hoped that this was just a disturbed man claiming the unthinkable, but shortly after arriving at the scene, it became clear that wasn't the case.
What's wrong? Supposedly killed 5 people. Where am I going?
Hi, my daughter lives here. I got a call from 2 cousins. My son murdered them all. I don't know. I just got here and I don't trust him, so I was afraid to knock on the door. I was waiting for you guys.
My son's not here. I don't believe.
Yeah.
He approached you.
Do you know the cousin? Does he have mental disorders? What's up?
Who?
The guy that
My
called.
son, yes, he was locked up for 20 years. Yes, he's got mental.
What was he locked up for?
All kinds of violations.
Like violence
yes,
against people?
yes, yeah.
Okay,
he was
well
locked up for
just
20
hang
years.
tight.
Mama ain't holding back, y'all. She, yes, everything, yes, indeed, yes.
Wait for us.
But my daughter's car's back home again. I also tried to
I wasn't notified of anyone being inside.
Clean, please. Oh shit. Clean, please. Somebody's on the bed. Oh, yo, it's real. Get EMS wrong.
Yeah, it's real. It's definitely real. They didn't believe him at first. Once they pulled up the mom, spoke to mom, it got a little bit more real. And once they opened that door, everything came full force, Goodness gracious.
Inside, in the first bedroom, police discovered the body of 35-year-old Angelic Gonzalez, deceased from a gunshot wound. They then uncovered 4 more victims, each in a different room of the home, having suffered the same fate. 16-year-old Jaden Baez, Angelic's son, Anthony Booth, her husband, and Miguel Gonzalez, her father. In a back bedroom, they discovered Iana, the youngest of the family, who was clinging to life. They rushed her to the hospital, where thankfully she made a full recovery. Unfortunately, no one else was that lucky.
Good stuff.
Martin annihilated his entire family, his sister, brother-in-law, nephew, and his own father. You'd think committing a crime that heinous would fill even the most depraved person with shame.
They said soulless eyes. Look at them, y'all. Nothing in there. The unibrow, full-fledged, nothing's in there. Beard untamed. Yeah, he was off his rocker. Let's go.
But in Martin's mind, it was justified. Police bring him to the station for questioning, where he quickly waives his Miranda rights and gets down to the nitty-gritty of this horrible case. And he spares no details, nor an ounce of emotion.
1. Let's go.
Mr. Muniz, Detective Schultz and I, Chuck and I, we're really not too up to speed on what all is taking place here this evening?
Well, I tried to kill my sister's whole family, but two of them got lucky and lived.
Oh my stars! What?
The other three didn't.
What prompted that?
Just the way people treat me. You know, I came home from prison. I didn't bother nobody. I tried to get a job. They're gonna tell you when they scrambled through my tablet. I was on Deed. I did job interviews. I went to Catholic churches. Just couldn't get a job. And then they make food, but they eat it all. So by the time I get to it, there's nothing to eat. And all they tell me is that's my business. Okay. So I let that go on for months. You know, I got blisters on my feet from walking 11 miles trying to get a job, but you guys got 2 cars and you can't drive me. So,
oh man, crazy work, y'all. Helping your family get on their feet. You know, I understand the whole gist of it all, but at the same time, you got to put your best foot forward, my guy. You got those blisters walking 11 miles. It's a lot of things that you could have been doing to utilize your time, but hey, that's neither here nor there. Let's go. Crazy work. It's not owed to you, my brother. Nothing is owed to you. You're a grown man. They didn't put you in that position. You're a grown man.
I killed him.
So how long have you been living in the house?
A couple of months.
Couple months. And again, I don't know anything about your history, Mr. Muniz. How long have you been out of prison?
4 years.
4 years? Okay.
You've been staying at your sister's the whole time?
No, I've been to Texas, I've been to Jersey, I've been to Illinois, here.
So, Mr. Muniz, can you walk us through the events of this evening?
Hungry by a long shot, Luda.
No, I came upstairs to eat. And I asked my sister's dad, no, I'm lying. I asked Jaden, her son, I said, yo, where is the rest of the food at? He said, no, it's gone. I'm like, what you mean it's gone? I didn't even eat yet. So he was like, well, I don't know what to tell you. So I said, okay, well, where's my sister at? So I asked my sister, I said, where's the food at? She said, I don't know. Why are you asking me? I said, okay. I said, yo, I didn't eat. We're going to have a problem. Nobody said nothing. So,
they had to go. What?
What happened when you got to the house? You called where you went?
Crazy.
I don't know, man. I just wanted a gun in my hand.
Sure. Any idea where you put that?
No.
Not certain.
Did you take it out of the house with you?
Yeah, it was on me. I don't know where I put it at. I had to put it somewhere.
But you left the house with the gun.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna leave it there. This ain't the first time I'm killing somebody.
Oh my
I got caught with
stars.
the first gun, the first body. They just couldn't prove it with me.
Where was that?
New Jersey. I gave the guy, his name is James, on October 13, 2013, Northgate Park, broad daylight.
Why'd you do that?
He robbed me.
What was his name?
James. You can call
Mhm. This man. Oh, he a cold hard menace, y'all. He definitely a cold hard menace to society. Kane ain't got anything on this man right here at all. And he's sitting here giving them more information about bodies that he's cooped already. This is crazy word. Let's get back to it.
and verify if you like.
In just 3 minutes, Marty Boy here has given police more information than most suspects give in a 3-hour interrogation. And though it may sound shocking, or like a case of criminal clout chasing, it's anything but. As of the publishing of this video, Martin is being prosecuted for the murder of 45-year-old Jamie Molina, who was shot in the street in Camden, New Jersey in 2013. For nearly a decade, the case was unsolved. Martin is clearly a psychopath. But unlike a lot of psychopaths, he's not lying about his criminal behavior, which makes for one of the most shocking interrogations ever captured. And it's far from over.
When you left the house, did you leave the house on foot or in a car?
No, I walked.
You walked?
God, man.
You know, all the way where Clark Avenue, is that where you flagged down the police?
Yeah, I guess. I just want to see any cop, man, just so I can go back home. I don't belong on the streets. I don't.
And that's what he may be feeling too, y'all. He doesn't belong on the streets. He couldn't survive out here in the real world. So he figured, hey, let me do something that's gonna prevent me from ever hitting the streets again. Cause he and that's what he did. He said, if I get this done, I know they're gonna lock me up forever. And he feels comfortable to be there.
You got other people who belong on the streets. I don't. They should
Very
never
much
let
so
me.
institutionalized, Luda.
So when you left the house from walking, did you throw it in a garbage can out of the house or just on the street?
I don't know. My mind was just focused on I need to go home. I didn't care about where the gun was at. I didn't care about if they was looking for me, nothing. I just wanted to come back home.
Where's home?
In the
Exactly, the bean. He wanted to slide to the box.
So I'm guilty of it. You can write it down. I don't really care.
So do you recall who all was in the house?
Well, I know I walked into my sister's room and I shot Tone first.
You say Tone?
Yeah. Anthony.
Is that the 16-year-old?
No, that's the black dude. I shot him first.
Boyfriend?
My sister's husband.
Okay.
And then my sister looked at me and put her hands up and I shot her. Then I walked out the room and my niece told me, how you doing? And I didn't want to shoot her. I didn't want her to die. So I didn't shoot her. The boy I shot. Then I went upstairs and I shot him.
Who?
Angel. And then I came back downstairs and I walked back in my sister's room and I shot Tone again. And then I went next to my sister and I put a bullet in the back of her.
Now, your niece, was she shot at all?
Gracious.
Yeah, I shot her. I
Crazy
didn't want her
word.
to die. She's harmless. Just, I wouldn't have killed her son either. But I don't know, man. I don't know. I didn't want her to die. So I didn't.
Damn.
The guy upstairs that died, he used to be a kid. And he got away with it because nobody would listen to me when I used to ask for help. Nobody listened. And that's when I ran away. So I killed him.
Whoa. What did I just... He said the guy did what to him?
Killed him. Listen. And that's when I got away with it. The guy upstairs that died, he used to be a kid.
Oh, okay. He said beat. I thought he said grape. Okay.
Ask for help. Nobody listened. And that's when I ran away. So I killed him.
So, Mr. Muniz, you said you got out of prison 4 years ago?
Yeah, at the end of 2018.
And how long have you been in there?
Altogether, I did 21 years, but in between, I've been home maybe 4 times.
Okay.
Yeah, about 4 times. 2013, December 13, 2013, I got caught. I had the gun that I killed Jamie with. And I copped out to the gun so they wouldn't pay attention to the murder. And it worked. They gave me 5 with a 5.
That was here?
No, that was in New Jersey.
Martin spent his life in prison for a variety of charges.
The system, y'all.
In 2002, he was arrested for domestic violence and an incident where he beat up his girlfriend in front of her 4 children. He was only put behind bars for 3 months. Released in early 2003, he went to that girlfriend's house and set fire to it, burning it to the ground. Which really makes you think about these short sentences a bit, doesn't it? He was imprisoned for arson, and in the aftermath he was in and out of prison for violating his parole, mainly for operating vehicles under the influence and driving without a license. So, Martin's right. He definitely shouldn't be out on the streets. The tragedy is that it took us this long to see it.
You said you killed Jamie because he robbed.
He beat the ex-girlfriend up, got out, and then went to go burn her house down. What in the world? He need the handcuffs put on him immediately, because you're going down. But see, to him, it doesn't matter, because this is exactly what he wanted. He wanted those shackles, he wanted the handcuffs, and he wanted the laws to be called. That's it. That's all.
Yeah, he robbed me in the morning. And I told him when he was robbing me that I would give him my money. It's unnecessary for you to, a scary guy will shoot you faster than I will. And he started shaking. And I'm telling him, dude, just take the money I'm giving you and go. Like, I'm not even going to look for you because I understand the streets. And he kept doing it. And then he slapped me with the gun. And his mistake was he allowed me to look up. So he had prison Reeboks on and prison sweatpants on. And some type of, I don't know what the fuck he had on his face. And he ran. So somebody brought me a gun and I started walking around. Between 3 and 4 o'clock, I seen him cross the street. I went followed behind him. He walked to somebody's door and started banging on the door. When he walked to the sidewalk, I walked away. That happened October. So, I don't know, I guess
Indeed,
they
Sanford.
Somebody out.
Gotta pay attention.
December 13th was Friday of 2013, and there was 3 kids throwing snowballs at a police car. So, and I had drugs on me. I was going to pay them $500 each to stop so I could get the hell away. Well, that didn't work. The guy's name was Chief. He pulled the van over, yanked me out the van. I had the gun that I killed Jamie on me. And I told him I had it on me. They slammed me around and all that kind of extra shit. And when I went to court, it was supposed to be 51 years and 9 months. Well, I know that the judge was a family court judge, so I plead on it. And I told her my mother had lung cancer. So she told me, well, what do you want to do? I said, I'll cop out to a certain person's charge for the gun, a 5 with a 5 right now. You can send me down the street. And that's what she did. Before I came home, homicide came to see me. 2 of them. Some lady and a bald-headed guy. And they was asking.
A 5 with a 5, y'all, if y'all don't know, it's 5 years. Incarcerated, 5 years on probation.
Questions about Jamie. Because I guess they ran ballistics on the pistol. So during their questioning, I kept asking them, are you charging me with murder or homicide or anything like that? They kept saying no. I asked them 3 times. After the 3rd time, I don't want to talk to them. And I told the police, you could get me out of here. I don't know what you want to do with them. They didn't catch me.
There is no evidence that Jamie was trying to steal from Martin on the day of his death. He was shot just before 1:30 p.m. on October 30th, while he was working at a cart as a street vendor. As Martin has stated, he was arrested in December of 2013, and the gun used to kill Jamie was taken into evidence as part of his arrest. By April of 2015, police identified the gun that Martin possessed as the exact gun that had killed Jamie, and yet he was not prosecuted for the murder of Jamie.
So they found him with the gun. They unalived Jamie, but he still wasn't prosecuted for Jamie's death.
New Jersey. You know where in New Jersey?
What? When Jamie died?
Yeah.
Yeah, right outside Northgate Park.
Northgate Park?
Yeah. North Camden.
Gate Park, North Camden.
Yeah, North Camden, C-A-M-D-E-N.
C-A-M?
C-A-M-D-E-N.
That was on October 13th, or 2013, right?
Yeah, 2013. I believe it was October 13th.
It was Jamie, what was his last name again?
Jamie Molina. M-O-L-I-N-A.
Evil.
M-O-L-I-L-I-N-A.
N-A?
Yeah.
Oh, black male, white male?
Spanish guy.
How old was he? Do you remember?
No, he had to be. I didn't know the kid. I just killed him because he robbed me.
What, was he younger than you?
Well, I don't know.
I mean, I don't know if you know, sometimes you can tell, like, was he just a young punk robbing you, or just...
I think he just came home and saw me like, okay, I can take his money and get it started. I was selling park. So he probably watched us for a couple of days. He had to be a buck.
Yeah, he doesn't want to be in society at all, Jocelyn. He just wants to be behind the wall. He just wants to hurry up, get it over with, and be behind the wall. Now he's confessing to all these unalivings that he's done to try to get as much time as he can so he'll never hit the streets again.
Because he had the prison clothes still on and the sneakers. And he robbed me. It was probably like 4 o'clock in the morning.
When you shot him?
No, when he robbed me.
Oh.
When I shot him was in the afternoon between 3, I don't know the exact time.
No.
That was between 3 and 4 o'clock. I know that much. Right before I did it, my cousin told me, when I walked out the door, she said, yo, before you leave, a lot of people die for that park. And I said, man, and I left. I went 2 blocks, and I made a left, and I seen him cross the street with the same clothes on. I said, I got this one. And I walking behind him, and he went to somebody's door acting like he was going to knock on the door. It was the second house from going inside the park. I believe it was a blue house. He was knocking on the door, and when he seen me, he came back down. He was standing like on some little grass. And I said something to him. His eyes got real big, and I shot him. I know his name because in 2000, right before I left, so 2017, 2 homicide people came in, and they told me, yo, we're having a hard time trying to get anything on this guy. Like, there's no witnesses, there's no nothing. And it was a lady talking, a guy was watching me, and the lady said,
I can understand
it's hard
that,
to
Josh.
believe that somebody dies in broad daylight next to a public park and nobody sees shit. I said, well, I don't know what to tell you. And she said, well, the gun you got caught with is the gun that killed him. Where did you get it from? I said, well, somebody tried to rob me on Broadway in the middle of the night, and I took it. And she told me, there's a camera. It was a Chinese store. She told me, there's a camera there. I said, well, go look at it. Never came back. Well, once you call them, they've been looking for who killed that kid.
All right. That's why I just asked for a little.
Yeah, I think the bald-headed guy was a
No
juvenile
worries, big
homicide.
dog. No worries.
Or
Young
vice
lady.
versa. I think the bald-headed guy was juvenile homicide, and then it was a tall girl that was questioning. The bald-headed guy just kept staring at me.
That you think was 2017?
Yeah, it was like 1 year before I left. It might be 2016. I know they questioned me in Southwoods State Prison.
Southwood?
Yeah, Southwood. I was in Southwoods. I was in a medical unit because I popped my Achilles tendon. Why had that dude's family? I don't know. I guess looking for I'm numb to death, so I guess people look for closure or whatever. Why drag it along, man? When I know I'm never coming home now, so.
And that's what he wanted.
Might as well get rid of it now.
Jamie's family was left without answers for over a decade. There was almost nothing published in the local newspaper regarding his death, aside from a single article, marking him as the 45th homicide in Camden that year. There were no updates about the investigation, no appeals for the killer to come forward. For nearly a decade, there was silence. And then, every single detail they could possibly imagine came out of another tragedy, one that Martin continues to talk very casually about.
This one right here.
Cold case. And he's giving them everything they need to put him away.
I don't feel like running. I don't feel like going through difficulty. So I figure I just kill a whole family, tell you guys come get me and go back home. Simple shit. You guys are making it harder than it needs to be.
See, look, yeah, he doesn't even want to be in there, y'all. He just want to be gone. Get it over with, prosecute me, let it go.
On paper. That's it.
We're not trying to make it complicated.
Well, they are. You know how many people was on that street? They got.
No, we weren't over there, so we have no idea.
You know what I find amazing is if I'm in a police car and you have people walking up there that I guess they feel some type of way that I killed them. If you're really gonna do something to me, why are you standing in front of the cops? Why not just wait till the police car starts moving and shoot at it? So you want to be seen. And this is why I can't live with. People on the streets are stupid. They don't have no sense. They want to be seen. They want to be the center of attention. I don't. Just put me back in the box and forget whatever. I don't care. Whatever, however they're gonna play. Send me back there. I don't want to be seen. I don't belong out here, man. I can't get used to this out here. They don't have no respect out here. Everything is a problem out here. If I walk too hard, it's a problem. If I don't get a job fast enough, it's a problem.
Lordy.
You know how much I weighed when I moved to my sister's house? 320 pounds. Do I look like I'm 320 pounds, man? Because they starved me. But it's okay. It's okay for them to do all that. It was okay for months. I just had to sit in the basement and shut up like a dog. I got tired of it. I never been nobody's. I let them live because she was my sister for as long as they was living, or she would have been dead. And I kept telling them to stop messing with me. Just leave me alone. I'm gonna get a job. It's just taking me longer than most people. You know, somebody doing an application or interview is gonna ask you, you've been locked up. Yeah, I did 21 years. You think they're gonna hire you, man? It's not easy. They kept, or they make smart little comments. You know, I know your feet hurt. Yeah, my feet hurt. Dude, I walk 11 miles trying to get a job because you won't drive me. And I'll pay you gas money when I get paid, dude. I ain't doing nothing for free.
So he was walking 11 miles every single day, back and forth? 22 miles?
What hurts me the most is he lived. That's what hurts.
Is that Angel?
No.
Yeah, it's definitely not. It's definitely not. Especially if you're a felon, a violent felon at that, it's definitely not easy to get a job. I understand, but even still, gives this man no right at all to do what he did. But hey, I understand it's hard out there, and you gotta keep trying and putting your best foot forward. Gotta keep trying and putting your best foot forward.
The black dude lived.
Yeah.
Not good.
Being hungry and walking all those miles.
Not good at all. But
Mr. Muniz, we'd like to ask your consent to get a DNA swab from you.
That's fine.
Okay.
Whatever you guys want. When the next time? When
Detective leaning back like, hey, buddy, what you doing down there, buddy?
The next time, I'll get some food or something. The county? Or...
Yeah, over at the county.
And he just hungry. He's extra hungry.
So, Mr. Nunez, you understand that you have a constitutional right to refuse giving us your DNA sample if you're okay.
Yeah,
And
I'll give you
require us to
consent.
get a search warrant.
No, I do like you.
Got it, or do you go form in here?
There have never been any.
And that's what I think. See, look, that's what it is too, Jack. Only thing he's worried about is when he's going to get something to eat. And him being behind that wall, he doesn't have to search for a job. He doesn't have to do anything of the sort. And he knows he's going to be fed 3 times a day. And he's going to have a place to sleep, you know? Free. Well, it depends upon where he's at. TV and all. He's going to have the, bare necessities, bare essentials, I should say. But he's going to be fed regardless 3 times a day.
Public statements made about Martin's life living with his sister, but the fact that she allowed him to live there, given his crimes, really shows the care she had for her brother, regardless of his past. Unfortunately, he repaid that care by doing the unthinkable. And, as he's repeatedly stated, he doesn't care. Police...
I was about to say, yeah, and no woman, yeah, he might not be flexed on. He might not be flexed on that, Jack. He might not be flexing on the woman, if you know what I mean. Gosh almighty.
Take his DNA sample and place a pizza order for the serial killer sitting in their interrogation room.
When you were driving, you think you threw the gun and phone out?
Yeah, Stardust.
I don't know, man. I know I probably threw them somewhere. I don't have that phone on me, and I don't go nowhere without my phone. I don't know what.
Another water?
No, I'm just hungry.
I know.
He's just hungry. That's it. His stomach touching his back, y'all. He got hunger pains right now. That's why he's leaning over.
If you could, like I said, try to remember if you had your phone or not.
I had it on me. I probably threw it somewhere. I had to. I don't go nowhere without my phone. I called Lourdes. She's the one that called the police.
Who?
Lourdes.
Who's Lourdes?
My ex-girlfriend.
What's her name?
Her name is Lourdes. If you call her, she'd probably tell you some shit.
Lourdes?
Yeah, if you call her right now, she'll probably tell you. She's probably
What's her last name?
She's the one that used to pay my phone bill.
Does she live in Ohio?
No, she lives in Illinois.
Illinois?
But I know I was talking to her. You should call her.
You talked to her today?
Yeah, you should call her.
Hey, no, I will. I'm just asking if you talked to her today.
I talked to her right after I did it.
Was your brother-in-law from Illinois too?
Yeah, I think. I don't know. He said.
I didn't know if you guys were all.
He said he's from England. I don't know where the hell.
When's the last time you talked to Lourdes?
Today. Right after I did it. I called her and she said, I'm going to call some. First she said, why'd you do it? And I said, I don't know. And then she said.
So now he's implicating her. Hopefully she doesn't get in any trouble.
She said, I'm calling somebody. So she's the one that called Ohio.
Ohio again.
Yeah. But call her and verify with her, because she'll tell you everything you need to know. She knows everything about it. Everything, dude. She's probably up right now. I can guarantee you. She's waiting for people to call her.
And you said she was paying your phone bill?
Yeah, she was paying my phone bill.
Do you know, was it through AT&T or?
No, yeah, it's through AT&T, but she'll tell you everything. Everything you need to know, she'll tell you. I guarantee you. Everything.
How long did you guys date?
For, I don't know, 2 years, 2.5 years. But I used to always accuse her of cheating, so she kicked me out.
Did you live in Illinois?
Yeah, I lived with her. Then I lived with her brother, and I slapped her brother's wife, her girlfriend, whatever. And she called the police on me. They locked me up for a day.
So he's just running around unaliving everybody, beating up on all the females that he come across. This is crazy and deranged. This man is a loose cannon. His phone bills being paid. He was being taken care of, you know, with his girlfriend. I get probably she was feeding him as she should. But hey, nah, buddy, no sir.
And they released me, and I came to Ohio.
Yeah,
How long you
Josh.
been in Ohio?
I don't know, a couple months, I think, like 2 months maybe.
Martin didn't just call his ex-girlfriend. He FaceTimed her. In the call, according to her, he was sobbing as he told her the details about what he had done to his family, people she had met multiple times. So, shockingly, we have learned one thing. Martin is, at least, capable of crying, and capable of getting irrationally angry over food, as he's about to describe in detail.
It was the
Twice,
food.
maybe out 3 months, maybe going on 3 months. I used to work for some guy at a rental shop. He was training me to do the reception job, but I didn't like sitting down at a computer all day. I told him that, and one day some guy came in that wanted a car, and I kept telling him, I don't want to rent you a car because I don't think you got money. And he walked outside, kept pacing back and forth.
Lord.
So the boss guy came in, I said, yo, I don't trust this guy, bro. And you got me up here, I ain't got no gun on me or nothing. What if he come in and start shooting? I can't defend myself. I said, I can't do this job. And that's the last.
So this fool had a job, y'all. He had a job and clearly could have kept working, but he said he didn't want to be at the front. He didn't like sitting down at the front at the desk. He didn't want to be sitting down. Come on, man. Get real with yourself. You had a job and man, this is crazy.
That's how I was paying my sister rent. So then when I started working there, I told my sister I'm gonna try to get a regular job, like the normal people. And yesterday, or the day before yesterday, Thursday, I went to a job interview at Pivot Staffing, and they took a piss, and they said my piss was dirty. I'm like, man, I ain't smoked no November 24th. I don't know how the hell my piss was dirty, but they said it was dirty. So I called my sister and told her my pee is dirty. I'm gonna have to clean it out before I get a job. And she told me, "No, that's not good enough.
It might not have been just for the camp.
How the fuck I'm gonna make it work? Because I'm not gonna be tying nothing around myself to piss in no cup. I'm not doing that." And then both of them came home that day, and they started acting funny. So first she told her son to make something to eat. At 10 o'clock at night, she told him to make some, I don't know if you know what they are, but empanadas.
Empanadas. Look, we were just talking about empanadas the other night, y'all. Crazy work. Oh my stars. Oh my stars. No, he did just say empanadas. Gosh almighty.
To make at 10 o'clock at night, he had to make 3 packs of those for her to give it to her, whoever. And her son told her, "Mom, I have to go to school." She said, "I don't give a f." So I'm like, damn, that's crazy. I came upstairs and I said, "Yo, Jay, you ate today?" He like, "Nah." I asked Deanna, "You ate today?" He said, "No." I said, "So nobody in this house ate, but my sister wants you to make food for somebody else, to take to somebody else. But none of us ate here in this house." So I went to the basement. I said, "Damn, I'm getting tired of this shit. I'm getting tired of it." And I couldn't sleep. And that's all I thought about, man. Just get rid of them.
Oh, we were just talking. I was just explaining what a empanada was. That's all, Jocelyn. Just informing the people of what an empanada is and how it's made. Um, it's good, very good delicacy to eat if you haven't tried one. You know, good, especially if it's homemade and cooked right. You know?
And then today, they came home. My sister ordered cleaning supplies delivered to the house. So I cleaned the house up. And then she came home. And they made chicken and macaroni and mashed potatoes. So I'm like, all right, cool. So I went downstairs in the basement. I'm on my bed. And my feet hurt because I got blisters on my feet. So I was laying down for a while, but in my head, I'm going to go upstairs and eat later. And I went upstairs, I don't see no food, nowhere. Oh, man, what? And that was the last straw, man. I said, I'm tired of this shit. I'm already losing massive amounts of weight, like I'm or something. And then I come home, so my thing was, I would clean the house to justify me staying there. So you can never say, I'm not just living there. And then at the same time, I'm trying to work. I'm walking around trying to get a job with it. And then I sometimes I would cook for them. I just got tired of that shit, man. I got tired of it, man. And don't get me wrong, because I would, even, if this didn't happen, I don't want nobody to give me nothing. I'd rather go earn my own. You know? But,
Okay. Well, he was stand up about that. He doesn't want anybody to give him anything. He'd rather go earn his own. But hey, he wanted that food though. He definitely wanted that food.
everybody assumes that a person who comes from prison, we can get a job. All of us can. There's no excuse behind it. We can't keep a job because we're not accustomed to who we're around. You know, so say for example, somebody might come in, who knows what, he might be white or something. He comes in, he has an attitude. Okay, I'm coming in to work. I don't have an attitude, but you're giving me your attitude because your wife at home. All right, now I have attitude. So I don't bite my tongue with nobody. I don't fear nobody. And if you tell another grown man like, listen, bro, you need to calm down. Leave your issues at home. Come here. No, none of us have no issue with you. You're giving us an issue, and they don't like that. So it's either A, I'm gonna beat him up, or he's gonna beat me up, or B, he's gonna die. One of the two. So to avoid that, the goal was to get a job that I like. So anything that I could work with my hands around the least amount of people. Mechanics, I tried. No, now would have been U.S. Cotton Warehouse. I would have been the utility guy. So I'm not working around nobody. Set machines up, clean them out, go home. It just don't work out like that, man.
Lock you in, Josh.
It just don't work out like that, man.
Martin is a shocking case, and at the same time, he's a study of what happens when prison rules come out into the real world. In prison, something as simple as disrespect is worth killing over, and in Martin's twisted mind, he had been disrespected too many times, which warranted killing several innocent people and traumatizing the one remaining family member.
Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you, dude. People like me should never come home. Never. You know, everybody, you got people in there that cry about coming home. Oh, man. I've been there my whole life. I'm 41 years old and I got 21 years in a box. Dude, don't let me out. And I told him that before I left. This is the biggest mistake you could do. Just let me stay.
So he pre-warned the people that he wasn't going to do right. Crazy word. I mean, a lot of people get like that. A lot of people are institutionalized to the point that they feel that they aren't a good person outside of them being behind the G wall. So with them being behind the wall, being locked up and incarcerated, that's their happy place for them, because once they enter society and try to reroute themselves and reroute their brain, it's like they can't handle it, you know? So a lot of people are like this in a way, not just the young man here.
Why even let me home? I educated myself here. I don't cause trouble here. You know, when I first started my bid, yeah, of course I defend myself against tough guys. But towards the end, don't got no issue. And they still let me out. Now look, you got, I don't know how many of them died, but you got dead people. All this shit could have been avoided. They just left me in the box. I didn't want to come home. I didn't have nowhere to go. I met this girl, and I went to her house.
Lourdes or your sister?
No, my Lourdes. I met her on the internet, and I hurried up and talked my way into her house because that's the only place I could go. And then she always took care of me. I didn't have to work. She told me not,
I told
anything
you.
I wanted, she would buy. Here, I need a computer. She'll buy it. Never ask questions. I need a phone. She'll buy it.
And that's what I said, you guys, that she was taking care of him all the way. She was treating him like a big old baby.
I need a tablet. She'll buy it. I ran myself away from her by saying she's cheating all the time. Because I'm not accustomed to being taken care of. I don't want to be there no more. And that's when I started moving around. I went to Texas. I was living on Sam Houston base for like 9 months. And then I went to New Jersey. I was living in Marlton. I don't know, for like a month, 2 months. And then I went back to Illinois. I was living in Elgin. And then I came here to Cleveland. I don't belong outside, man.
So when you talked to Lourdes, that was after you did everything.
Yeah, I tell her everything. I told her I did it. And she said, why? And I said, I don't know. It's done. And then I said, yo, I feel like it's a mistake. But it's already done. What can I do? And she said, I'm calling somebody. And she called somebody over here because that's why the police was there. If I would have never called her, they would have never knew they was dead. Man, I could have left. Nobody would have went to that house for weeks. They would have been sitting in there dead for weeks.
We're gonna go eat your food.
Pepperoni, sausage, or pepperoni and sausage?
Surprisingly.
Oh, they about to feed him. They about to get him some yum-yums, y'all. They about to get your man some yum-yums. About to get him a pizzeria. Gosh almighty. Good word. I know he's ecstatic about that one. That's all. He was just hungry, man. He did all of this because he was sitting there. His stomach was hurting. He couldn't take it anymore. And the man was hungry. Crazy work, man. Either or. They got to come get you, Bubba. Mandatory. They got to come get you. Let's go.
We haven't been able to find a single disciplinary mark on Martin's record since he's been behind bars for these homicides, meaning that he's right. He does much, much better behind bars. But there were better ways to get back behind them than murdering his entire family.
I'm gonna be honest with you, dude. This right here, I could have got away with this. All I had to do is take my sister's car to Pennsylvania and sell that shit. Tell them, paint it over, take the place off, tag the car, do whatever you're gonna do with it. And I would have disappeared. Or a little bonfire in somebody's yard in my face so nobody could say to recognize me.
Oh, you manned up.
Well, it's not about manning up. I'm being honest with you, and you may think I'm crazy. I really want to go back home. I don't belong out here. I don't like it out here. I can't maintain out here. Yeah, people be like, it's women. Man, so what? What can a woman do for you besides sit on you? Yo, you still gotta work.
See, and now he's saying, what can a woman do for me? So what? Nothing. So what? See, Jack?
Still gotta pay a bill, your own bill, because then you gotta pay her whatever her habits are. Or you ain't gonna have it, because I don't know too too many females that's old fashioned. So what difference does it make? The girl that I was dealing with, I wanted to get away from her. I have nothing out here. I have nowhere. I don't have nothing to my name at all. So why not send me back home? Where I had nothing in there. At least I know how to maneuver in a box. I know that every day they're gonna wake you up. Sometimes they may come there and search your shit. Sometimes you may get beat up by the police. Who knows? But it's regular. It's what I'm used to. At least I know that the guy walking next to me is gonna have enough respect when he bump me to say excuse me. Out here they won't do that. They just keep walking. And then you killing me, you bump me. All you have to do is say excuse me. What happened to the respect? You bump me, I ain't bump you. I can't maintain out here, man. I wanna go back home. And this right here, I don't know, man. I'm sitting here thinking maybe they kill me on this one. I don't know. I don't know if Ohio got death penalty. Maybe they kill me. I really don't know. 3 deaths. Hopefully the other guys too.
Damn, boy. That's crazy work. He don't want to be here any longer, y'all. At all.
Hoping she gets a chance. But him, I want him to die. I really do. Hopefully somebody makes a mistake and he goes. Her, no. I don't want her to die.
What was up with him, Mike? I'm just curious, like what?
Okay, okay. I went to go work with him at a mechanic shop, right? So he made a mistake, and what he did was before the boss could find out, he told the boss, "Oh, well, he did it. You know, he fixed the car." So and then he told me, he was like, "Yo, I gave you credit for fixing the car." We was on our way home. I'm like, "Credit, but you just told me you fixed it up. So why would you tell him I fixed it? You just threw me under the bus, dude. I'm trying to get a job here." "No, I ain't throw you under the bus. I was looking out for you." I said, "That was strike one." Then the second time, he told me, because the guys he works for was like Arabic and Indian or something, or Pakistani. So they used to always tell me, pick trash up, and they throw some more trash, basically stump me around. So he told me, "Yo, you should just listen." I said, "Man, this shit ain't working. No $50 a day to be slaved around this. I know how to fix cars. Why they don't let me get up in this car? At least show me. Let me show you." And he was like, "Man, you just need to shut up." I said, "Excuse me?" I said, "Man, you shut up." And they kept talking. He was like, "Yo, I think you're racist. I think you don't like black people." I said, "Dude, if I didn't like you, you wouldn't be in my face." He said, "You always talking tough." I said, "I'm not tough, but I'll kill you, bro. I'll kill you where you stand."
And he damn sure would have. He should have believed him. Gosh almighty.
And won't lose sleep.
Sadly, Martin proved that was the truth. Ultimately, Martin pleaded guilty to 4 counts of aggravated murder and 1 count of attempted aggravated murder, resulting in 4 life sentences, as well as an additional 16.5 years for the attempted murder of his niece. Our thoughts are with the surviving family members, specifically his niece, who was left without a mother, father, or grandfather as a result of this tragedy. Thank you for watching today's video. Whether you're new here or have been with us for a while, check out one of the craziest cases I've ever...
Gosh almighty. That man was a certified demon, y'all. Certified demon. He didn't care about anything. Only thing that he showed the empathy or any type of sympathy towards was his niece. He said he didn't want to do it, but even still, he still shot her. Then he had the cold case that he let them know what was going on with the cold case, and that was that. So they gave him the 4 life sentences plus an extra 16 and a half. Yeah, he was a wild boy. Very wild boy. And he did this all because he was hungry, y'all. He was hungry. What in the what the? Goodness gracious, man. He could have panhandled for that to get him a burger or something, you know. He could have panhandled for that. Got him a little burger every day. He would have been okay. Slowly but surely, but geez. You went and unalived the whole entire house. Except for the niece. The niece got lucky. But even still, my guy, that's no way to be. No way to be at all, at all. I wonder, did they ever get him his pizza? Because once they started talking about the toppings, what he got a little, you know, razzle dazzled out there. He did get a little razzle dazzled out there. Gosh almighty. Crazy word. What's this? What juice? Oh man. He unalived his whole household. 4 people. And attempted his little niece, his little teeny niece as well. She was a little kid. Um but she survived. And he confessed to a cold case that went on to where he unalived somebody else, and the killing spree was crazy. Yeah, Josh, let him know he went on a killing spree because he was hungry, all because he was hungry. Juice. That's it. That man, his stomach was touching his back, Juice, and all he wanted was a breakfast tray. That's it. He just wanted a breakfast tray, man. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner tray. So he was like, "Hey, I'd rather be back behind the wall where I know I'm gonna eat every single day, 3 times a day, and I'm gonna be just fine." So he really didn't care. Like he didn't care at all, one bit. He told them, "It is what it is, ain't what it ain't. Can y'all please hurry up and get this over with?" I came to you guys, let you guys know what I just did because I want to be gone forever and I don't belong on the streets. And that was that. That is crazy work. Yeah, hangriness was the motive, bro. Hangriness was the motive. I fell asleep. Oh yeah, I figure so, brother. I figure so. Everything gonna be all right. Yeah, I'm just cause I had to get everything situated, man. I had to get everything situated with the YouTube and get everything situated with the legs and all that stuff, you know. So everything's gonna be back on. Tomorrow I'm gonna go early. I'm gonna jump on live early, get some stuff done early on live, probably about like 8 o'clock, 8:30 or something like that. Then I'm gonna try to jump on later on in the afternoon, and then in the late evening, probably it probably be about 6:30, 7 o'clock ish for the PM time. Yeah, I understand, Juice, and I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you. I appreciate all of y'all for being here, stopping through and kicking it with the kid. I know it's late, and y'all be staying up, you know, for the roundabouts, you know. Yeah, love it. Oh, congratulations, loving. Yeah, congratulations. Yes, ma'am. Congratulations. All in the days. Little tink tink. Got a little tink tink running around. You's a gammy now. You's a gammy now. Yeah. The big way. Hope everything's well with the grandbaby. All peace and blessings and praises due too, you know. Oh, healthy as well. Health is wealth. Health is definitely wealth. For real. Hey, no worries. Yeah, brother. Yeah. All in all, yeah, I know you be holding out, Juice. Um, Lovin just had a little grandbaby. She locked in now. Oh yeah. bro, I already know the vibes. I already know the vibes, like all the way around the board. I know the vibes. Know what I mean? Um, it's it's good to have you slide through how you slide through. You know that it's all in the support, brother. You know it through manito. Nothing's like familiar. You know what I mean? Through familia is the only way to go, brother. Only way to go. But I'm trying to like get it get it to where everyone is um everybody coincides as far as like the timing goes, because I know a lot of times y'all be tired, you know? A lot of times y'all be tired, and I'd rather me do something early or at a time frame that's, you know, pleasant for everybody to be around, you know? Yeah, I understand, loving. All in a day's work. Get your rest on, love. Get your rest on. Jocelyn said, my grandkids call me Gammy. Yeah, Gammy. Indeed. Blessings on blessings, Jocelyn. Blessings on blessings. Nothing comes before the family. Nothing. Yeah. So I'm gonna try to get everything in order, um, so I can do a early morning show and a early afternoon show, and then I'm gonna also try to do like a 6:30, 7 o'clock ish in the afternoon in the evening show, so everybody can get their days worthwhile, and also not be so tired to be going at 2 o'clock in the a.m. Two o'clock in the a.m. to be getting up prepared. I know everybody has to work. Everybody has things they have to do. So I know the vibes. I definitely know the vibes. Y'all only tired because you're living on the mainland. Nah, the mainland. We are here, Sandra. We are here on the mainland. Indeed, indeed, beautiful, indeed. Um, God Almighty first. God Almighty first, self second, third family. Rock on, Sandra, rock on. Blessings on blessings. It's 8:05 here. 8:05 p.m. It's 8:05 there. Okay. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2. Okay, 6 hour difference. All right, 6 hour difference. So if I jump on that 6, it'll be if I jump on at 6:30, it'll be around 12 o'clock ish, 12:30, noon for y'all time over there. Okay, but even still 6:30, I'll rock on out, and that'll be something that I'm gonna consider heavily, and because everybody here on the mainland, gets tired around these times. So for the late nights, I might do like do that on the weekend or something like that. I might start doing the late night shows on the weekend, and just let that rock like that. But throughout the week, I'm gonna try to do early the morning, early afternoon, and then the early evening. So around 6:37 ish, and try to see how those all work out and play out. So we're gonna get it in order. I just want everybody to be able to be available for a time, but not necessarily have to push. They don't have to push it. It is rush on the mainland, though. You're not wrong. Yeah, it is, Juice. Yeah, it is. So much to you, Ace and Char family. Thank you, Sandra. Much love to you. Much love to all the aces and the acettes and all the acers included. The Ace Society is where it's at. We're going to lock in and get this work. Going to lock in and definitely get this work. Was the stream clear for you guys tonight? Everything was clear. Everything ran smooth. How was the video? Was the video footage clear? Everything was good and golden. Am I clear? Okay. So the only person who had an issue was Juice. And Juice, you had to clear out your cache and get that right. I deleted and reinstalled, and it looked better than ever. Okay, cool beans. Making sure I'm coming through. Quality clearance. Can't go wrong with that. If it's coming through clear, because I went and made sure that I got this right and made sure everything I did was right on time for y'all. Like at an all-time high. I would show you, matter of fact, let me see. I'm gonna show you, Juice, because I gotta make sure I push it. You hear me? Oh no, it won't let me. It won't let me run it around. But yeah, we're gonna get it right. Appreciate your attention to detail. Yeah, we trying, brother. We definitely trying. We gonna get it all the way together. It's all in a day's work, man. It's all in a day's work. That's all. And that's why I was off for a little while, because I just wanted to get everything together, get the graphics and all that stuff, get the new graphics and everything put in place, and also get everything running smoothly so I have no lag, like 0% laggage at all. So I went and got purchased another five, what they call it, not a 5G gateway, but it's called a gateway 5G. Yeah, another gateway 5G modem. So it's all in a day's work. It's all in a day's work, brother. The big way. Like, I appreciate y'all more than you know, brother. I appreciate y'all. Like, really, real. This is being like, y'all know I'm very, very new to the YouTubes, so it's a journey for me. But everything is like, picking up slowly but surely. I've noticed how pertinent it is for you to set the bar high from the jump. Can't do anything but admire that, bro. Thank you, brother. Thank you. I appreciate that. Jocelyn, thank you. Have a great night, Ace. You do the same, Jocelyn. I appreciate you. Sweet dreams, Ace, and my family. You guys are so beautiful to me. Much love to everybody here. Yeah, it's about that time, y'all. It's about that time. Juice, if that's you are you on Discord, right? And everybody here, if you do have Discord, the Discord is open. Y'all can hit me at Ace or Media on the Discord, and y'all can okay. So that was you. All right, bro. I'm going to message you either tonight or tomorrow morning, and chop it up with you. That's a vibe. That's a vibe. Until tomorrow, remember to be grateful for what we have. Yes, ma'am. Always, always. So I just want to tell y'all, thank y'all for being here, rocking out with the kid. It's been another one. I'll see y'all tomorrow morning. Um, everything is a go. I'm blessed to be here. We are all blessed. And don't forget, make sure we take care of the kids, take care of the women, make sure we take care of the elderly, make sure we take care of the innocent. And for Juice, the puppies. And we protect each other and all amongst us. So we're going to be cool. Be cool. How y'all be cool? Juice need Discord info. Yeah. Yes, ma'am. The innocent and the puppies. Yes, ma'am. Hey, man. Say, man. It's been a good night. Been a good evening. Been a good morning. I appreciate y'all once again. And I'll see y'all tomorrow morning in the AM. We're going to get back to it. Let's go.